All right, in this last example, we're going to look at the average rate of change of f of x over an interval, okay, and see what a transformation does to the average rate of change. And in this case, we're going to look at 4 times the function. So we're going to look at a vertical stretch of f of x and see how that changes the average rate of change of the function over an interval. So we're told that the average rate of change over an interval, now we don't exactly know the endpoints of this interval, it's just from a to b, then we're told that the average rate of change over that interval is 15. All right, a and b are some constants, we don't know what they are, but 15 is the average rate of change over that interval. So let's first of all look at what that means. We're essentially given that the average rate of change is 15. So how do we calculate average rate of change? Right, we're going to do f of b minus f of a over b minus a. That's the definition of the average rate of change. And we're told that that value is 15. All right, that's just essentially what we're given in in a formula. Okay, we're just going to use the formula for average rate of change. Okay, so let's look at let's look at 4 times. Let's look at the average rate of change of 4 times f of x. So for 4 f of x, right, then the average rate of change is going to be 4 f of b minus 4 f a all over b minus a. Okay, so our function is now 4 times f of x, right? So we're taking the difference in the function value between b and a, or a and b, and then dividing by the difference in the x value. All right, now we want to find that value. We don't know that value. We don't know f of a or f of b, but I know that I've got a common factor of 4 in the numerator. So I'm going to start by factoring that out. F of b, oh my goodness, f of b minus f at a. All right, I was factoring out the 4, and then I still have the b minus a in the denominator. All right. Now I can actually pull that 4 out of the numerator as well. So I can write that as 4 times f of b minus f of a all over b minus a. And this thing in parentheses, this big fraction here in parentheses, is the rate of change of the original f of x. So this is essentially 4 times 15, right? Because we know that this whole value here, this whole thing in parentheses, is 15. So I'm just going to replace that whole thing with 15 because that is the same as this. All right, what is 4 times 15? Well, 15 plus 15 is 30, and then double it again. We're going to get 60. So it looks like the average rate of change is going to be 60. So the average rate of change for 4 times f of x is basically 4 times the average rate of change for x of x. So, all right. Well, that's all I have for this section, and I'll see you in class.